Audi TT Roadster 2015 car review. When it comes to sports coupes, there's none more stylish than the Audi TT, and removing the roof to make the new Audi TT Roadster only heightens that. Fighting it out with the Mercedes SLK, BMW Z4, Nissan 370Z Roadster and, more worryingly, the talented Porsche Boxster, it's got a tough time ahead. Audi is, however, confident. Performance. From launch there are 3 engines taking care of Audi TT Roadster performance: 1 diesel with 181 bhp, the 2-litre TFSI petrol with 227 bhp, and the hot TTS's 2-litre TFSI boosted further to 306 bhp. Petrol engines. At the bottom of the TT range is the turbocharged 2-litre petrol engine, which produces 227 bhp at 4,500 revolutions per minute, alongside a healthy 370 Nm of torque from just 1,600 revolutions per minute. Lasting until 4,300 revolutions per minute, that gives the Audi TT Roadster a strong spread of performance. And while the 0-62 mph time of 6.2 seconds 5.6 seconds for the quattro S-tronic automatic is impressive, it's the mid-range flexibility that leaves the lasting impression. Certainly there's always plenty of urge for overtaking, and reaching the legal limit from a motorway slip road, for example, is deceptively quick. The engine is smooth and refined too, though not particularly loaded with character. Driven back to back with the TTS though, it still feels purposefully quick. Choose this intra-level car and you'll never feel shortchanged. That said, the figures do not lie, and the TTS with its extra 80 bhp accelerates up to 1 second quicker from 0-62 mph, 5.2 seconds for the manual, and 4.9 seconds for the S-tronic. Be in no doubt this is a quick car, though it only boasts 10 Nm more than the intra-level car, and the same as the 2.0-litre ultra diesel. With standard quattro 4-wheel drive it can deploy that performance without drama though, whether you're travelling in a straight line or turning a corner. Diesel engines. For now there's only one diesel engine available in the Audi TT Roadster, the 2-litre ultra diesel with 181 bhp and 380 Nm of torque, which accelerates from 0-62 mph in 7.3 seconds. At launch this car is only available with front-wheel drive, though later we can expect a quattro model to join the lineup. The wall of torque, which comes on stream from just 1,750 revolutions per minute, means mid-range acceleration is a match for its more powerful petrol brethren. And while the ultra diesel may not be the most natural choice of power plant for this roadster, it suits the car's relaxed, longer-legged but brisk nature. The incredible economy 65.7 miles per gallon and efficiency 114 GkM isn't a bad compromise either. Gearboxes, both 6-speed, there's a manual and S-tronic automatic available. Save for an oversized knob and slightly long throw, the manual is pleasant enough to use and has well-spread ratios. The same goes for the S-tronic, with clean, quick shifts and only an occasional propensity to overdrop cogs when requesting hard acceleration. Paddle shifts on the back of the steering wheel do the job of changing gears manually, though don't have the tactility of some rivals' systems. Handling. Regardless of whether you choose a front-wheel drive or quattro 4-wheel drive Audi TT Roadster, you'll be impressed with the grip levels on offer from the forgiving MQB chassis. Even the front-wheel drive cars hang on tenaciously through the corners, and you can really lean on its abilities. If it does break away from you, it's safe and progressive understeer the front begins to wash wide, if only the progressive steering offered a little more early feedback for when the front trubber was about to relinquish its grip. Clearly, if you do decide to drive the quattro instead, the grip levels are even higher and you can carry extra speed into a given corner. Audi's engineering bosses talk of a neutral, and even slightly oversteering tail-happy chassis should you want it. Truth be told, it feels less nose-heavy than previous models, but steering from the rear takes massive commitment and never feels particularly natural. If you can afford the sporty TTS, then magnetic ride adaptive damping is standard, and constantly adapts to the road conditions or user requirements. The drive select allows owners to toggle between comfort, auto, dynamic, efficiency and individual modes on the move. You can completely turn the ESP system off in the TT, though poor weathermen opted for the halfway house ESP Sport mode only. It still allows an entertaining amount of slip without allowing the car, or more specifically the driver, to get carried away. But it's not a proper sports car. A Porsche Boxster stands head and shoulders above the TT Roadster for driver involvement and feedback, and visceral thrills are not its A-game. It's a car, especially in TT's quattro eyes, to flatter its driver, no matter their behindth wheel ability. For many this composed, assured and capable nature will be perfect for their needs, and on an unfamiliar back road the confidence it inspires is addictive, if not all that exciting or enveloping. Equipment. For the Audi TT Roadster, there are 3 distinct equipment lines: Sport, S-Line and TTS models, and with the exception of the TTS, each comes with the choice of engine, gearbox and drivetrain combinations. Standard Audi TT Roadster equipment. There's not much of a hierarchy when it comes to Audi TT Roadster models, but what there is starts with the Sport, which is comprehensively equipped as standard. Outside it wears 18-inch alloy wheels, illuminates its path with xenon headlights, LED daytime running lights and LED taillights. There's an electrically retractable spoiler too, plus that fully automatic fabric roof. Inside it might look a little stark, but that's thanks to the standard virtual cockpit system and its 12.3-inch screen set in front of the driver. Be warned that sat-nav isn't standard fitment though, so you'll need to add that to truly take advantage of the screen and its capabilities. Manual air conditioning, with the controls neatly integrated into the vents themselves, clears the dashboard fascia further, while the MMI touch interface allows owners to use their fingers to control functions and input information. Audi Music interface allows the connection of personal music devices. DAB radio is fitted as standard and Bluetooth connectivity allows hands-free calling from the seatbelt mounted microphone. Sports seats, in Alcantara and leather mix, are fitted, while a flat-bottomed multifunction steering wheel and keyless start also feature across the range. 4-mode Audi Drive Select allows you to swap between different driving modes, affecting the throttle and steering response and gear shifts if fitted with an S-tronic gearbox, as well as the air conditioning, and while standard fit stop-start keeps emissions down and economy high. Upgrade to the S-Line and those wheels grow an inch to 19 inches, while there's an option to lower the suspension by an extra 10 mm. Our advice is to leave it as it is, as otherwise the TT is too firm for UK roads. The headlights get upgraded to full LED units, and sit above slightly more angular bumpers. Inside there's some extra metal trim and S badges are smattered around the exterior and interior, whose seats now get electric lumbar adjustment. Heading the current lineup is the TTS, which upgrades those wheels to a different design, and suspends them with magnetic ride adaptive damping, with springs that sit 10 mm lower than the TT Roadster Sports. Black painted brake calipers, and even more aggressive bumpers help it stand out further. Inside you'll notice the subtle TTS badging, and a new layout option for the virtual cockpit display, while heated super sports seats and leather complete the cabin. Optional Audi TT Roadster accessories. First thing you'll need to do is add sat-nav to your Audi TT Roadster, otherwise the virtual cockpit's capabilities are massively underused. There's a range of other options available for the car, should your pockets be deep enough, from individual paint colors, through larger alloy wheels, matrix LED headlights which are as cool as they sound, electric seats, park assist to the excellent Bang & Olufsen stereo upgrade. It's worth considering one of the special packages though. The comfort and sound package includes an armrest, rear parking sensors, climate control and the aforementioned B&O stereo upgrade, while the technology package featuring Audi Connect allows you to connect with the internet via your phone and includes the MMI Navigation Plus. Comfort. This is not designed as a hardcore sports car, so it's no surprise that Audi TT Roadster comfort is rather impressive. Certainly for a car to cover big miles in, any one of the TT Roadster offerings would excel at the job. with a well-damped tried and quiet cabin. That roof is certainly well insulated, and even in heavy rain, it is nearly complete in its ability to shield the cabin from unwanted noise so often associated with fabric-roofed vehicles. Being able to retract it at up to 31 miles per hour in just 10 seconds ensures you're never caught short whether the sun is suddenly appearing or the rain is pouring down. Take advantage of the open-air experience and you'll be glad of the heated seats, which now include a head-level heating element which blows warm air from just below the headrest onto the nape of your neck. Like the heated seats themselves, it's all controlled by the intuitive and masterfully designed vents on the dashboard, and offers 3 stages of warmth. If you can, opt for the Super Sports seats too, the adjustable side bolsters ensuring they can hug the figure of the leanest or largest occupants, and combined with a steering wheel and other seat adjustments means a perfect driving position is easy to obtain. Practicality: it's a 2-seat sports car, but actually Audi TT practicality is surprisingly strong. For a start, the boot space totals 280 litres, and best of all, dropping the top, which folds into a Z structure, requires no extra portion of room from the luggage compartment. In contrast, many rivals require practicality compromises when taking advantage of the rare sunshine moments, though the BMW 2 Series convertible benefits from an extra pair of seats and a through-load hatch for longer items. All that said, while the interior is beautifully constructed, and boasts of the cleanest cabin design seen on a production car, it does lack properly useful ornament storage. Prime culprits are the door bins, which are incredibly small and especially shallow. It's easy for some items to simply fall out while driving. The center console has a cup holder, and there is a decent-sized cubby with retractable lid in front of the gear lever, plus an average-sized glove box. But that's really about all that is on offer. Like the Coupé, the TT Roadster's cabin feels plenty spacious enough, and even with the fabric roof closed it never feels particularly claustrophobic. Safety: currently Audi TT Roadster safety has yet to be tested independently by Euro NCAP, but you can expect this to happen soon. The platform underneath the TT Roadster is shared with a VW Golf, Seat Leon, Skoda Octavia and of course the Audi A3. All of which have received 5 stars in testing. Expect the Audi TT Roadster to repeat that statistic. Airbags: for both passenger and driver, take care of occupants should there be an accident, and the passenger airbag can be deactivated if you need to use a child seat. On top of the Coupe's safety specification, the TT Roadster gains a pair of rollover bars behind the headrests, ensuring occupants aren't injured if the vehicle is inverted. A 3-stage electronic stability program ESP is fitted as standard, allowing drivers to toggle between full assistance, a sport mode that allows some slip before intervention, and a fully off function. Audi Lane Assist is fitted as standard to petrol models, though the light and range sensors for automatically controlling the lights and windscreen wipers only appear on the S-Line or TTS models. The Matrix LED headlights are a near £1,000 option, but they're worth it, using a series of different LEDs to bend their beams around cars in front and oncoming, to keep more of the road illuminated around you for longer. With the sat-nav they can even anticipate corners and react before you've entered the bend. You can add plenty more safety kit to your TT Roadster too, if your pockets are deep enough. From Audi Hold Assist to keep the car in position when moving off from a hill, through High Beam Assist to switch between dipped and full beam depending on traffic to Side Assist which warns of vehicles in your blind spot. Cruise Control and Parking Sensors front or rear disappointingly remain on the options list. Reliability: based on the same MQB platform used throughout the VW Group, Audi TT Roadster reliability promises to be impeccable. Under the bonnet you'll find a familiar 2-litre TFC turbocharged petrol engine found in the Golf GTI, or the uprated 307 bhp version that also sits under the Audi S3's bonnet. There's only one diesel, but it's even more ubiquitous, powering everything from the Skoda Octavia through Seat Leon and into the VW Golf SV. As such, there's no early niggles to be ironed out and you can expect the drivetrain of your TT to behave perfectly. And while this TT Roadster has a new generation of quattro four-wheel drive system, Audi have been perfecting the art of four-wheel drive and its reliability for decades now.